Right here in Berkeley County, which is the second fastest growing county in all of South Carolina, is Cane Bay, which is the fourth best-selling master plan community in the country. The neighborhood is 4,500 acres with over 20 individual neighborhoods. Let's go check it out. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new here, I am Bill, and I make videos just like this for people just like you to help you make better decisions when moving to, from, or around the greater Charleston area. So whether you're looking to make a move in the next 3 days to 3 years, I also happen to be a local realtor and I can help you with that. So go ahead, click that subscribe button and let's get into this video. We're talking all about Cane Bay, one of the largest neighborhoods in the greater Charleston area. And like I said, the fourth best-selling master plan community in the country. So let's start with the where and what Cane Bay is. So Cane Bay is located in Summerville, South Carolina, and it is on the far northeastern side of Summerville, across from Nexton. Now here you're about 10 to 15 minutes away from historic downtown Summerville, and it is about a 45-minute drive to get into historic Charleston. Now Cane Bay is absolutely massive. It is 4,500 acres. There are over 20 individual neighborhoods within the community, 2 of them being exclusively 55 plus active adult communities. Now within here there are close to 4,000 homes, and that number is continuing to grow, and there's already over 10,000 people that live within the community. Now, of course, the biggest piece of the puzzle if you're considering moving here to Cane Bay is which neighborhood is for you. Like I said, there are over 20 of them, and we're not going to get into the specifics of each individual neighborhood because I don't want this video to be like 3 hours long. But let's go through the names of them, and I do have to read it because I don't want to miss any of them. So we've got Magnolia, Old Rice Retreat, the Oaks, Sanctuary Cove, Lindera Preserve, the Hammocks, Pinecrest, Pine Hills, Penderwoods, Cane Ridge, Woodwinds, the Hammocks, Lockton, Saxony Lake, West Lake, Meridian, Waterside, Jasmine Point, Tidewater, the Coves at Lakes of Cane Bay. Then with the 55 plus communities, you've got Del Webb and Kay Hovnanian's Four Seasons, and one we're gonna get into later because it is a little unique, and that is Summerwind Crossing, which is like a hybrid living between a normal neighborhood and an active adult community. And it should be noted that each of these communities does have its own amenities. So it's not like when you're going to the pool in the summer, you've got to share it with 10,000 other people. Now, with the neighborhood still growing, you do have 2 options if you're looking to purchase in here, and that is a resale home or a new construction home. So we're gonna separate those two to what you can get and the examples of the neighborhoods that you can buy them in. Now, with the resale homes, these homes are gonna range in price from the mid 300s all the way up into the 700s. Now, those 700 homes, those are gonna pretty much exclusively be in that Kay Hovnanian's Four Seasons active adult community. Now, on the lower end of that, in those mid to high 300s, you can expect to get around 1,800 square feet, with a few of the homes pushing over 2,000, with 3 to 4 bedrooms. And these houses are going to be more of a plain looking house with vinyl siding. Now, the neighborhoods that you're gonna find these in for the majority are going to be Pine Hills, Lindera Preserve, Old Rice Retreat, Woodwinds at Cane Bay, and Pender Hills. On the higher end of the resale, apart from the Four Seasons where it is at the very top, you're looking in the 5 to 600s. Now these homes are going to be more aesthetically pleasing with your double porches and your hardy plank siding, and they're going to be a little bit larger, some of them pushing over 3,000 square feet. Now you're gonna see these homes in neighborhoods like Westlake, the Hammocks, and the Coves. But I also wanna note that with the resale homes, you're actually not looking at homes that are terribly old, because some of the first homes here were built around 2007. And then your other option in here, apart from the resale homes, are new construction homes. Now, new construction is actually making up close to 75% of the sales here in Cane Bay. And with that, you do have two more options. You can either build from the ground up, or what most builders are doing right now are selling spec homes, specifically D.R. Horton, and I believe Lennar does this as well. What that means is you don't get to pick your lot and your options. The home has already been selected. The price you see is the price you get. And then for the build up, when you see those prices, that typically means that that is the base price, then you've still got to add in any of your upgrades, finishes, and lots. Now, with the prices on these, the new construction homes do range from the 300s, again, up into those 8, probably over 9 in the 55 plus communities. But your sweet spot for new construction is between $400,000 and $500,000. Now, this is going to get you a home anywhere from around 1,500 square feet to 2,500 square feet. And depending on the size is going to depend on the finishes and the upgrades that you're going to get. Of course, the smaller ones are going to have more upgrades for that price, whereas the larger ones are going to be more basic homes. And now let's get into the 55 plus active adult communities. Now, there are two strictly 55 plus communities here, which are Del Webb and Kay Hovnanian's Four Seasons. Now, when it comes to the prices, the Del Webb is the older one. That's actually going to be the more budget friendly of those two. Kay Hovnanian actually has some of the most, if not the most expensive homes in all of Cane Bay, and they have an amazing amenity center. Now, I also mentioned that there's Summerwind Crossing, which is where we are right now. Now, this is more of like a hybrid neighborhood from what the agent told me. They were initially going to make this an active adult 55 plus community, and they decided to pivot away from that. And there are no age restrictions in here. However, what you are getting is a low maintenance lock and leave neighborhood like those 55 plus communities, where your HOA fees are going to cover your lawn care and all of that, to where you can just move in and leave. And all the homes here are going to be single story. But again, there are no age restrictions. Now that we've covered the neighborhoods and where within Cane Bay to live, let's talk about why people move here. Now, one of the big reasons why they move here is the cost of living. So the median home price within Cane Bay is actually in the 400s, and there's also a lot to choose from. Now, with it being the 4th best-selling community in the country, about 1,000 homes in here sell every year, and currently there are 200 homes to choose from. Now, another why is if you are moving here to work in one of the new industries going in Ridgeville, whether it be Volvo, the Walmart distribution plant, or the upcoming Redwood Materials, then Cane Bay is going to be a great place that's going to cut down your commute into work, and also you're just 10 to 15 minutes from historic Somerville. Now, when it comes to shopping and dining, right here behind me, there is a Publix anchored shopping center that you can come grocery shop. There's a Chick-fil-A, there's some other restaurants in here that's great and very convenient. But also across the street, you have easy access into Nexton, and down the road is everything that Carnes Crossroads has to offer. Now, if you're concerned about medical care, right down the road is a Roper St. Francis Hospital that's actually in the middle of expanding to have more emergency beds. And right in Nexton, MUSC is building a brand new facility. Now, if you're looking to stay active here in Cane Bay, you do have a couple options. There is a trail system that connects every single neighborhood within Cane Bay and the schools that once fully built out is going to be 25 miles long. And then you also have here behind me the Cane Bay Family YMCA, which is one of the largest YMCAs in the state with a 54,000 square foot facility. But what makes this unique and different than any other YMCA in the country is that they actually partnered with the Berkeley County Public Library, and there is a public library within the same building. So I also want to talk about the schools here, because Cane Bay actually has its own schools. There's Cane Bay Elementary, Cane Bay Middle, and you guessed it, Cane Bay High School. And a lot of people will move to the neighborhood because they like the highly rated Cane Bay schools. On niche.com, they are all rated either a B or a B+. And one thing to note, and this is going to take us into that why you shouldn't move here category, is that not every neighborhood within Cane Bay, or even whole neighborhoods, are zoned for the Cane Bay schools. There are some sections of Lindera Preserve that are zoned for Berkeley High School, as well as like the Pine Hills neighborhood is zoned for Berkeley. So if schools are important and you're looking to move into the Cane Bay schools, that is something that you need to make sure that that home is zoned for. So if you're looking to move here and that is important to you, go ahead and shoot me an email or shoot me a text, and I'll be happy to let you know which home and neighborhood is zoned for which school if you're looking to purchase here. And then the other negative, and it can also be a positive, but is the location. Now, if you're moving out here and you're working, say, in downtown Charleston, well, without traffic, it's about 45 minutes, but during rush hour, you can expect anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half commute to and from work. But on the flip side, if you're moving here and getting a job at Volvo, Redwood, or even the Walmart distribution plant, you're going the opposite direction, and that's going to give you a very short commute into work. So if you want to learn more about Somerville as a whole and where Cane Bay is, check out this video I've got right here. We did a complete overview of Somerville, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe down below, and I'll see you on the next video.